Hi everybody, this is VP Quinn, and this is Producer Monkey and assistant to the regional director Joel.
Hello, just off screen.
This is tonight's episode of The Inept Gamer. I'm playing a game which looks to me to have a robot.
Yeah, basically we're going to be playing Mechwarrior Online, so this is a Battletech game. It's been out for a couple of years now, but it's still going decently strong. The big thing about this is Quinn is going to be piloting a large humanoid robot. There are weapons on the chest, weapons on the arms, or other various components, but the idea is every mech has different components. You've got center torso, left, right, arms, legs, they all have independent armor and internal values. And then basically your job is to pilot it and destroy the enemy team. So we're going to start. Quinn has never done this. Quinn, first off, would you like to pilot a light, medium, heavy, or assault mech?
Oh, assault, clearly.
Right, so the assault mechs are 80 tons to 100 tons.
Yes.
They're designed to be very heavy. They've got a lot of armor. They've got a lot of weapons. They can take quite a beating. They're supposed to be the thing that kicks in the front door.
Right.
However, they are not mobile at all. So I'm going to let you choose between these four mechs here.
Okay.
So just take a look and see which one you think looks coolest.
Right. Oh, I can't.
Well, if you hold it over it on the right-hand side there, it shows you weapons and all of that kind of stuff.
Well, I don't care about that. I am picking purely on awesome look. That one there, that looks pretty kick. I want that. What is it called? A Warhawk. And it has a great name.
Yeah, so it's a Warhawk. This has probably one of the hardest to use weapons on it, which should make this amusing. So it's called a Gauss rifle, or Gauss rifle, depending on how you want to pronounce it. So you only have trial mechs right now because this is a new account, so you can't change it, but this is just to give people at home a look. In Mechwarrior, you can fully customize most of the components of your mechs. You can change the weapons, change the armor, all of that kind of stuff. So
this looks super cool.
Yeah, in gameplay it's a little easier, but the customization is what makes it fun. So
yeah.
You've got the Gauss rifle, you've got some medium lasers, heat sinks, targeting computers, all of that. Not much to worry about right now. So before we throw you into a multiplayer match, because this is basically a multiplayer-only game, we're just going to go to the testing grounds for a minute to give you a chance to try and see how these mechs move. So same as the other shooter, ESDF is your movement, but now there is no side strafing, so it's only turning. So you can move forward and backward. You have a throttle, so you can set how fast you go out of a maximum. So if you look down on your heads-up display there, the middle is a mini-map.
Target acquired.
What am I doing?
Right, so I'll explain that. Just stop clicking things for a sec. Hit X.
Oh! Ah!
Right, so X is the full stop. Now, E will make you go forward, D will make you go back, S and F are turn left and right. Yeah, now this mech has 3 different weapon groups. So the first one is your Gauss rifle. Now for that to work, you have to hold and charge it for a half a second and then let go. Yeah, let go. You can hear it when it's charged, so charged. So that's a very high damage, long range weapon. That's basically a sniper weapon.
Target destroyed.
That is 2 large lasers. Yeah. And then you also have your medium lasers, which are button 3, which are the big button on your thumb. So try that a minute.
Big button on my
right thumb.
There's a button there. Ah. Oh, no. Different button? There's a lot of buttons on this mouse.
So this one down here, you've been changing your sensitivity. So this one down here on your thumb, and then button 4 is the forward one. So there's 2 buttons down a little lower, so give that a try. No, there's a button further back.
Oh.
Yeah, so buttons are hard. Now...
Well, the mouse that I typically use has, like, a button.
Yeah.
Oh, where am I going? I'm supposed to go forward.
Okay, well, that's because you're looking sideways. So hit X again a sec. We'll bring it to a stop. Now keep in mind, the mechs twist at the torso. So think about turning your upper body. So your mech always moves in the direction of the legs, which is that arrow.
Okay.
And then your body can move independently to a set range of torso twist. Now, the other thing too is if you look on the bottom right, those are all of your weapons.
Right.
All of the ones with the circle aim at the circle part of the crosshair. The one with the plus basically aims at the X part of the crosshair there.
Where are you seeing these circles?
Right down in the bottom right over here. So a lot of your weapons are going to aim at the circle part. So if you look up and look down, you'll notice that the circle moves farther and faster than the X. So your large pulse laser aims at the X, everything else will aim at the circles on this mech. Now, another important thing that you're going to want to do is walk around until you see an enemy mech and then press the R key.
Why R?
R is target lock.
Right?
You can walk faster. Your throttle is just beside the map over here.
Yeah! Can I jump?
This mech can't. Some mechs do have jump jets. So that little blinking you heard means that your sensors picked up something for a moment. You only really see what's in front of you, but teammates can share their sensor data. So basically walk around until you find an enemy. And if you look at the map, you can see you're basically walking to the out of bounds.
Oh.
So go left.
That red stuff that's out of bounds.
Yeah, you don't want to go out of bounds.
What happens if I go out of bounds?
If you stay out of bounds too long, your mech self-destructs.
That's not... That seems very final.
Yeah, it's basically for cowardice.
I do enjoy that it's really cold.
That actually helps, because if you fire your weapons and look at that bar on the right of your minimap, that's your heat bar. If you go over 100%, your mech will shut down. Now, a cold planet means that you dissipate heat a lot faster. Some planets are very hot. Now, you'll notice your Gauss rifle does not produce much heat. Your large lasers, which are the blue ones, produce a lot of heat. The medium lasers produce a bit of heat. But if you keep firing all of your weapons too much, you will overheat and shut down, which can be very bad if enemies are shooting at you.
I suppose. Ooh, I can see my shadow.
Yeah. I'm surprised you haven't actually found anything.
Can I lie down and do a snow angel?
No.
Oh.
That is not a thing your mech does.
Can any other mech?
No, that is not a thing any mechs do, because they're meant to shoot each other.
This is a serious design flaw.
Right, so you're probably not going to be finding any mechs down here. Saying that, there's probably going to be something showing up right away. Go to the left up that hill.
Right?
Because I'm going to show you how sensors work, and then we're just going to throw you face first into a multiplayer game where you can get shot.
That seems bad.
It's going to be fun for me and the watchers.
I feel like the watchers and yourself don't have my best interest.
No, I'm doing this for my amusement more than yours. Right. Oh, there you go. So to the right. Look at your mini-map. You can see mech to the right. Look at it, press R.
Target acquired.
Now I want you to shoot it once. Okay, now stop. And stop your mech. Now, look in the top right. That is the sensors for the mech that you've targeted. Stop shooting it a moment. So in the top right, you can see if there's an outline, that's the armor. If the inner part is lit up, that is actually the internals. So the idea, to kill a mech, you can either destroy the head, you can destroy the internals on the center torso, or certain types, even the side torso will do. Now the idea is basically the center torso has more armor than the sides. You can shoot off the arms, you can shoot off the legs, as you saw. Destroying both legs gets a kill. Shooting mechs in the back, most mechs will have far less armor in the back. And then you'll also notice in the bottom left, that's the condition for your mech. So the color green is good. As it goes yellow, orange, red, it gets bad. Black as parts are blown off. And the thing is, if you're losing parts of your mech, you may want to try and shield the damaged parts. So if your left side has most of the armor stripped off, you try and turn so that your right side takes shots.
I totally see myself employing such complex strategies in the field of battle.
I see you getting missile spammed into oblivion. So, now we're going to go into multiplayer. Now that you are a expert
Alright.
at Mechwarrior.
I can walk around slowly and shoot at things as long as they stand still and do not shoot back.
Now remember, this is a team game, so you don't want to shoot friendly mechs. Friendly mechs will have a blue icon over top of them.
So these are real people I'm playing?
These are going to be real people on your team and against you.
Oh, that's... I feel so bad for my team.
So basically, don't shoot the friendlies, only shoot the ones with a red icon over them, and you're going to want to hit R to target them so you can see which parts of them are weakened. So you're starting in the bottom at tier 5. This is the lowest tier, so you're going to be playing with the worst and newest players.
Okay.
Which should hopefully give you a bit of a chance.
I am very skeptical as to value to the team.
So am I. Anytime. Now it is kind of neat because even looking here, you can see where the weapons are on this mech. So your left arm has the Gauss rifle right over here.
What does Gauss mean?
Basically, it's a solid slug projectile that's propelled magnetically. That's why you have to charge.
Why is it called the Gauss? What's the story behind it?
The Gauss rifle is actually something in a lot of science fiction, named after a Mr. Gauss who came up with the concept of it. Basically, you use high-powered magnets to propel a solid slug at ridiculous speeds. It's very similar to the railgun. So now you can put in a vote for whatever map you want, so we'll just do that. We'll go. Okay. Here you go. So, you're going to have some teammates. Don't shoot them. Shoot the guys in red. Target them.
Shoot guys in red. Do not shoot the blue guy.
Now, keep in mind, friendly mechs can be painted red because other players that own their mechs can paint them.
Don't know what that means.
Because, well, no, you can change the paint colors on your mech to give it some customization when you own it. You're using trial mechs, so you can't do that.
Oh.
But
Like
I'm saying a mech
paint
that physically looks red
isn't necessarily the...
Yeah, you
Well,
want to
that's
look for
not
the red
confusing at all.
icon.
Hey, what do I do? Ready?
Yeah, hit ready.
Okay.
It's waiting for everybody to connect. Once everybody's connected, a short timer is going to go, and then off you go.
My name on this thing is the Gamer. Who are they going to complain about?
Well, your name says what's expected, so...
Sometime.
Well, 5 seconds left.
Then whoever isn't connected, they're just...
Well, everybody's connected at that point. Once everybody's connected, the timer kicks down.
Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Great! Off you go. You're walking out of bounds.
Alright, let's not do that.
So that big yellow thing on your mini-map is kind of...
There's people! Is that none of mine?
Yeah, that's one... You wouldn't spawn right beside an enemy. So that big yellow circle in the middle of the mini-map is actually the zone that both teams are fighting over in this game mode. Don't shoot him.
That's not... Oh, okay.
See the blue?
Right, blue.
See the green? Blue and green are friendlies. Don't shoot anything blue or green. Red is going to be very obvious because, 1, it's red, and 2, it's probably going to be shooting at you already. So you're going to want to try and get yourself into that yellow zone in the middle of the map, because if the other team has mechs there and you don't, they start taking down the timer. If the timer runs out, game over.
Okay.
So you can follow the friendlies and give them covering fire and support. Remember, the Gauss rifle you have to charge for half a second, then fire. Your lasers are instant, but your lasers take a second or two to burn through.
Oh, people are shooting up there.
Yeah.
Ah! Hey.
You can hit R to target. You just shot a friendly in the back with a Gauss rifle. Keep in mind, the weapons don't come right from the middle of your mech. That weapon is located on your left arm. Your left arm is sitting probably 10-15 feet away from where you sit in the pilot's compartment. So you're going to want to actually keep that in mind as to where the weapons are coming from, because it's very easy to hit friendlies or hills or terrain and things like that.
So shouldn't we be staying here? Where is everyone going?
Probably searching for the enemy. You can stay here. The problem is the enemy also has stuff in the middle here, which means nobody's capturing. So you can either go out and start fighting. That's a baddie. Straight ahead.
Target spotted.
It helps if you aim at him, not at the icon. The mech is...
Oh.
Yeah. So... You can hit the Z key to zoom in as... Oh, you are so dead.
Backwards!
So you're standing in the middle of everything.
Ah!
Wow,
Help!
they wasted an artillery on you. Incoming missiles!
Help!
That's fun.
Ah! Ah!
Right, so you're going to want to target them with the R key. You can use the Z button twice to zoom in a bit. And then you can try
I'm blown up. I'm all red and yellow and stuff on my damage stuff.
Yeah, so you've taken a lot of fire now.
Why did you let me
To
go?
the left.
Ah! Help! Help!
Destroyed.
So your right arm's gone, 3 of your weapons are gone, you're taking a lot of damage. There's a guy down there, you could shoot him, or you could just stand and die.
Oh.
Now, you,
Did I actually shoot anybody that whole
damage
time?
done 0.
Well, my team is going to be very upset.
Yeah, that was an assault mech slot too. You're expected to do a lot of damage. Now, normally you could stay and spectate, so the first round will stay and spectate just so you can see an idea of to what players that know what they're doing do.
Acquired.
And then afterward, you'd have to choose a different mech every time because your mech is still technically in the round, but you could grab a different mech and just hop into another game so you're not stuck sitting here spectating while we let people go.
How long does a game usually run?
Usually about a maximum of 15 minutes. Once combat really gets... Now that guy's hitting the hill even though it looked like the mech because where his arm was.
Acquired.
There you go. Notice the zoom, the actually aiming, the shooting at the mech, not
How
the
do
icon.
they zoom?
So he's got a module that lets him zoom better, but normally you press the Z key twice.
Oh, that's too much.
Z is zoom.
I'm not even worried about that.
Yeah, so your big thing, first you're going to want to aim at something, press R to target it, and then start using your weapons.
New target acquired.
So you can click and see what some of the different mechs and different cockpits look like.
Acquired. Target destroyed. Left arm critical.
That guy got a nice kill.
Left
So that's
arm
Gauss
destroyed.
sniping.
Target acquired. Airstrike online.
What is Airstrike Online?
Target acquired.
People are able to buy modules that allow them to do airstrikes. And basically, when one person uses an airstrike, there's a global cooldown on everybody in the match that they can't use it for X amount of seconds. So Airstrike Online means that anybody is able to drop an airstrike again.
I have to say, the like, looking at it, this is a gorgeous looking game. And, I mean, who doesn't love fighting giant robots?
New target acquired.
Yeah, and once you get into it, like I said, it gets to the point, especially with assault mechs, where you'll be torso twisting a lot, so you're spreading the damage around your mech. These assault mechs, when you know what you're doing, can take a lot of damage because somebody starts firing at your chest, you turn so they hit the side, or you even block some of the damage with the arm. Certain
This
mechs...
guy's in trouble.
Acquired.
Oh, yes. Certain mechs, you'll even have basically bigger arms that are designed to be used as shields and things like that. So it's not only about doing damage, it's about your ability to take damage. Now, the smaller mechs, of course, rely on maneuverability instead of their ability to take damage, so they can move very fast, they can jump, things like that. Yeah, there's not too many left on the team. So that's large pulse lasers, and he's firing ultra-auto cannons. So ballistic weapons are nice because they have long range. They don't generate very much heat, but they are ammo dependent. Ultra-auto cannons can jam. They take a while to unjam. And the other thing, too, is their projectiles can be fairly slow, which makes it harder to hit things at range. So if you press the tab key, like so, you can see they have one mech left. He's probably hiding, so your team's capturing the middle. The round will be over in a moment, and then you can get into the game with this mech again. And then after this, instead of spectating, once Quinn face plants into the enemy and dies, we'll just go out and grab a new mech, and he can try different stuff with different weapons and different looks and go from there. So up in the top, you see the 10 seconds, 9, 8. Yeah. So once that timer runs out, you should be good.
Warriors, you have taken the target. We are victorious in battle.
Achievement unlocked. It has begun.
You gotta win.
I won.
Your team won.
I think, you know...
You actually did 15 team damage
and
no enemy damage. Good. Good for you.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah. Assault mechs are usually meant to... you should be putting up numbers like 500-600 damage. And the thing is, every weapon has a different amount of damage, different optimal ranges. I haven't even got into that kind of stuff yet. So, like, small lasers are very short range. After that, they have ranges where they do diminished damage. Just click on things. And then there's a maximum range where they no longer do any damage, things like that. Ooh, there's a new game mode I haven't actually played. I haven't played this game in a couple of months. So there's going to be some new stuff for me, too. That's cool. So this time, hopefully, you manage to actually shoot an enemy.
PLEXUS.
That's just the map name. Domination is the game mode. That's the game mode you were in last time with the yellow circle in the middle.
Okay. Go again. So, goals for this round. Do not do damage to my own guys, and do damage to the other guys. So I'm seeing a 10-year-old telling me to go out of bounds. Clearly that 10-year-old wants me to blow up and self-destruct.
You can do that just as fast by face planting the enemy team again.
Exactly. Alright. The Inept Gamer. Oh, you poor people that have to play.
Your team is actually at a serious disadvantage simply by you being here in an assault mech. Yeah.
Well, me being here at all, they're at a serious... Oh, I feel so bad. I do not want to, like, ruin their fun, you know, and...
Well, everyone's got to learn.
Reactor
Get to the target
online.
and capture it. Cut down
Sensors
any enemies that
online.
get in the way.
Weapons online. All systems nominal.
So you're in a dropship.
Oh. Oh!
Now the dropship goes, that's out of bounds again.
Oh. Don't want to do that. Okay, we're not going out of bounds.
Right, so maybe stick with your teammates. That's a couple of assault and heavy mechs there. That big man-shaped one on the left is the heaviest mech in the game, or one of the heaviest mechs in the game. It's 100 tons. It's also an assault mech. You're 85 tons, I believe, but you're still classed as an assault mech. So that guy is designed to take a lot of shots. So if you stay with him and you play it right, you can kind of use him as a shield while you shoot bad guy.
Trying to slow down so I can hide behind. There we are. Okay. The only problem with hiding behind people is that how I shot them.
Yeah, so remember your Gauss rifle is off on your left arm.
Okay.
And yeah, so your previous question about the Gauss rifle, basically it's a gun that fires an extremely high velocity round. It's a heavy round at long distance, but it doesn't use powder to do it. So it's not like the cannons, it's not like most of today's guns where you have gunpowder and that propels the bullet. The Gauss rifle is basically giant magnets that do it, and that's the theory behind why you have to charge the weapon before you fire. Now, realistically, that was done as a way of gameplay balance. Most Mechwarrior games, it's just, it charges automatically and it's good to fire, but they thought that was too powerful of a weapon with you being able to just click and hit something. Because this is not like Unreal Tournament. This is meant to be more of a thinking shooter. It's slower paced, you don't die very fast, well, depending on the mech you're in and if you face plant. But it's designed so that you should be able to trade fire and get behind cover and cool off. Because remember, some of these mechs, heat could be a very big problem.
Target spotted.
You see a lot of long-range missile fire. So a big thing in Mechwarrior, you have LRMs, which are long-range missiles, and SRMs, which are short-range missiles. The long-range missiles, you can actually lock targets and fire from a ways out. Then you have to hold a lock, but they're guided in. Then there's anti-missile systems, stuff like that. Press Z to zoom. Yeah, so there's an enemy mech. You can see him. Press R and start shooting. Oh, you got a point of damage.
Acquired.
Yeah, charge your Gauss. You hit the hill. But there's another one to the right. Okay, you missed that one. He's almost out of range of that weapon.
Warning,
There you
incoming
go.
missile.
You hit someone with a Gauss rifle. Now you're taking a lot of missile fire, so you might want to get behind cover. You might want to also unzoom so you can see more.
I can't. I don't know.
You're also now getting shot in the back because you put your back toward the enemy.
Help!
Critical.
And you are dead.
Button.
So, fun fact, putting your back to the enemy makes you die a lot
I
faster.
think I fell over a cliff too while I was running around with the zoom on.
Yeah, you fell over
However,
a cliff and turned the wrong way from the enemy.
I did not shoot any of my people, and I did damage to the enemy.
That's true. So that's a step up. We'll just quit this match, grab you another mech, and see if you can drop.
Huh.
And just for other people's amusement, we're going to put you in a light mech. Now, the thing about a light mech is you never want to stand still, you never want to slow down, so basically run really, really, really fast because that's your only defense. You have very little weaponry and armor.
Why would anyone want to be a light?
Because you're more of a scout, and a good, well-trained light pilot can destroy an assault mech fairly easily simply by staying out of their ability to hit. So, this little mech here...
No, go with the one that looks like it's making an egg.
Okay, so that's the Panther. This one, let's see what your weapons are. Loadout, you have 2 PPCs. Now, PPCs are particle projectile cannons. You'll know that from games like Rifts, actually, same concept. So this mech is going to run fast. There you go. I've changed the interface a bit since I played. So this mech is designed to run very, very fast. Now, the PPCs are basically sniper weapons. So they have long range, they do good damage, but they produce a lot of heat, so you're going to want to worry about overheating and shutting down. The other thing is the PPC for an inner sphere mech, which is one of the factions, has a minimum range of 90. So if you shoot a mech from closer than 90 meters, you'll do no damage.
What is escort mean?
It's a game mode that I actually haven't seen. It's a new one that's come out since I played, so that's exciting. I'm assuming you have to escort something.
Destroy the VIP mech, prevent the VIP mech reaching the extraction point. Are we attackers or are we defenders?
I have no idea.
Okay, what if, bear with me, my strategy this time is to run away from battle, hide.
So you actually get reported for things like that and banned from the game. Also, it's not fun for anybody watching.
Well, how much fun, honestly, is it for people to watch me die horribly over again?
Well, I'm living in the dream that by the end of the night you might get a kill. Now, let me clarify that. You're not going to do most of the work to get a kill. You're going to find a mech that's almost dead. Basically spit on it, get the last damage, and get the kill. I'm hoping for at least that.
Alright. Ambient temperature in the frozen city is minus 85 degrees Celsius. That is
this actually works
cold.
very well in your favor because PPCs are hot weapons.
Okay.
Now remember, when you target an enemy mech, if you look close, you'll see the range it's at. Don't fire at anything if it's within 90 meters.
Weapons
Okay.
online.
90 meters, do not fire.
Yeah.
Systems.
Oh, seems like a bad idea for me to be involved. Alright. Moving fast. Oh, that thing can run. No, wait. Where am I going? Oh, I'm heading out of bounds. Alright. Okay. I am running. I am running. Huh? Forrest Gump reference? Not even a pit laugh. Wow.
I was waiting to see what you'd say to that. So you've just ran into a friendly mech and done damage to your leg and probably his leg. Now you've done it to another mech. You're going to want to be careful about running into things. Now, the left trigger fires one PPC, the right trigger fires another PPC. So try it now, get a feel.
Hey.
Press the spacebar. You have jump jets, so if you press and hold the spacebar, you can fly.
Target spotted.
At 25%. Fuel at 0%.
Now you can keep turning while you're in the air, but that doesn't mean your movement will change because momentum. So
feel like I'm way
alone.
by myself.
You're way past the friendlies, and now you're putting your back to the enemy and running in a straight line, which is a way to get basically one-shotted in a light. So you might want to kind of hide and wait for the enemy to do something.
I'm coming back to my friends.
Good. The 10-year-old is asking what the VIP mech is. I'm actually not sure what it is in this match yet. But you have to find and protect it, so somebody's got to become the VIP mech somehow, I guess.
Target spotted.
Or maybe it's just an AI mech, I'm not sure.
At 25%.
Now, fun fact, if you fire while you're jump jetting, your accuracy is horrible and your shot goes nowhere near where you're aiming. So you have to be careful about firing while you're actively jump jetting. The other thing too is if you're actively jump jetting, your heat doesn't dissipate. So,
My leg is really damaged.
yeah, you got shot while you were in the air.
Did I?
Yep. That's an enemy mech on your right. Right there.
Warning. Missile.
So that's a hill that you shot twice.
Ha! Take that, geography!
Low signal, so there's an enemy mech very close to you that has electronic warfare suites.
Ah!
You're now getting shot in the back. You have no armor in your back. There's multiple enemy mechs to the right that you can see.
Fuel at 0%.
If you jump too high and then fall, you can also do a lot of damage to your legs, so you might want to jump a bit, stop, and then right before you land, cushion your fall by using the jump jets a little more. And you're getting killed from behind.
I don't know where everything... Oh, look!
So, you can't see it, but Quinn is desperately flailing at his two-hole triggers and not aiming at the enemy. Okay, so he's also within 90 meters, so you can't damage him anyway. So that did nothing, and now you have no legs. So that time you basically took a light mech and ran into the middle of the enemy team without support from any of your friends and got killed. So that's another 0 damage done round.
I tried to shoot. I thought the flying was very fun.
Yeah, so there's a lot of mechs that have jump jets. They are quite fun. Let's put you in a heavy mech.
I told you! When you said there was big ones with lots of armor, I was like, that's my speed. I mean, I like running really fast, but not so much. Don't
attack the hills or feet from the 10-year-old. Awesome.
Yeah, from someone that saw the what was it, the Unreal Tournament when I continually shot people's feet over and over again. They're bringing that painful memory up.
The thing is, in this game, shooting the legs and feet is a very viable strategy because if you take off one leg, the enemy mech is drastically slowed, which makes them easier to hit. And if you take off both legs, it dies. Now, which of these 4 mechs do you want? Pick one.
That one.
Okay, so hit home or just hit quick play.
All right.
And quick play with current mech.
All right. Ugh. I'm getting better at this.
No. I'm hoping by the end.
Hey.
The big thing is you need to not panic and think about what you're doing, because you panic and you freeze, and then you flail at all of the mouse buttons except the ones you need to hit.
Polar Highlands. I like the polar one.
Yeah. It's cold. People that are running mechs with a lot of high heat weapons really like it because it's cold. The problem is it's cold for everybody else as well, so everybody else's high heat mech also work very well.
So what is skirmish? Destroy all enemy players.
Yep, skirmish is literally your team needs to have one mech standing at the end while theirs doesn't.
Right.
And a lot of matches will actually end with one mech left standing. Now, you might want to hover around your friendlies, because the mech that you're in we like to call a glass cannon. That means it's designed to do a lot of damage, but for a mech of its weight, it doesn't have all that much armor.
Right. It's only minus 55. It's balmy today.
I'm also told in the comments that you don't know left from right. Also, keep in mind, when you're looking at the damage indicator, if it's saying his left arm is almost down, you have to shoot the mech's left arm, not the arm that is to the left in front of you.
Oh.
So if the mech is facing you, you
So
have to shoot the
complicated.
arm on your right to hit its left arm.
Hey, this one, that might be worse than me.
Well, he's already chosen an outfit to fight for and has some eye symbols, so...
What do the symbols mean?
Just different stuff that you get for different achievements or packages you've bought. You can declare your loyalty to a certain faction in this game, but that's all kind of metagame that we're not going to worry about right now. But Battletech actually has quite a large history, a lot of books written about it.
Hey, look, there's people are talking down here.
Yeah, so that 07 is actually a salute, because it kind of looks like a head with an arm up for a salute.
Command to all warriors on the surface. Your task is to wipe away all hostiles.
Sensors.
Right, so let's see what weapons this mech has.
All systems.
So you have a Gauss rifle, that's on your second trigger, so that's the one you have to charge. Your first trigger, so your left trigger, is 2 large pulse lasers, which are very good long-range, high-damage, high-heat weapons, but heat's that bad. So hit your left mouse button. Not aimed at a friend. Don't aim at a friend. So that's your 2 large pulse lasers.
Of course not.
That's your Gauss rifle. And then you have 1 medium laser on your third trigger as well.
Third trigger.
Yeah, your lower thumb button again. Back, lower. Oh, you almost shot a friendly. So, all of these weapons are not on this mech's arms, so you could use your arms to shield you from damage. That also means that they're all going to aim at that X in the middle. So they're not going to aim at the circle. So, if you hit the caps lock key a second, it's actually going to lock your arms to your torso. Now you just have to worry about the one aimer.
Hey, is that a red one?
No, that's a friendly mech. That's painted with some orangish paint.
Bingo on steroids.
Right.
Remember, you can look at the color of the symbol above to know whether it's friendly or enemy, and the other thing too is it also tells you what type of a mech it is. 2.
I don't think I can render the game that far.
We just had an iTunes update come up again and interrupt the gameplay. Sorry about that.
And while we love iTunes for podcasters here at Highlands, that is annoying as hell.
Yeah. Yeah. So this time, don't run out in front of all of your teammates, and actually stay back and snipe, because this mech that you have is designed to be more of a long fighter. So remember, the Z key helps you zoom in, and then maybe you can actually do more damage than 30.
More than 30.
Well, I think 32 is your top so far.
Be advised, if you're Indian 9, you are within their laser or their missile range.
That's actually another guy in the game.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
So you're getting shot
By who?
somewhere way off to the right there. You can see the shots coming in. You also have damage indicator. You might want to speed up and get behind that hill. Yeah. Use the hill as cover and stop. If you take a look down in the bottom left, folks, you can see that Quinn now has a bit of damage across most of his torso and his arms and one of his legs. So that gives you an idea as to how damage can be spread around a little bit better. You might want to step a little bit away from that guy just so you give him some room to fire, because you're basically putting yourself in front of his big gun arm. So watching that little mech there, that's actually a medium mech, but you can see he's basically playing missile bait. Now you can hit R without seeing the mech if you see the aimer, so you don't shoot at you're shooting at the aimer again. You gotta shoot at the guy. Press Z to zoom in if you want.
Oh, right. Z.
And you can press it again to zoom further.
Target spotted.
Where? In this hill?
Yeah, so you can press R to target him and see what it is, because when you target something, it'll tell you what type of a mech it is. Now, if it disappears, that's because your friendlies are losing line of sight on it, so you don't have a target there. To your right, that's a bad mech.
Hey,
Target, zoom, shoot. Oh, you did some damage. Fire your Gauss. Charge. Oh, that's a lot of mechs. Back up, get to cover. You're getting a lot of missile hits. Twist your torso so that you're not taking all the shots to the center. There you go. Okay, so what you've learned is when you step, you've done 3 damage.
son of a bitch!
So when you step out in front of a bunch of enemies, you might want to back off to cover. And then the other thing too is if you're taking a lot of damage, you might want to twist around to try spread the damage, because if they just focus fire on your center torso and you're not moving, you die fast. So we're just gonna put you back in the Warhawk, which was that first mech you were in.
Okay. I feel like I just feel so bad for the people that I'm playing with. Like, I could care less about the other team and whatever, and not being much of a challenge to them. I don't really care about that. The fact that I'm going on there and other people are trying to win this thing and they are stuck with me is problematic.
That's part of the joys of multiplayer gaming. Every team is going to have people that are better than others. Now, this game has matchmaking, so it does try and pair you with people with equal skill levels, but if, well, you're already at the bottom because you're a brand new account. Yeah. High tier matches look significantly different than...
How so?
A lot less people use long-range missile weapons because more skilled players know how to use cover better. There's a lot more people poking out and trading fire. There's more team tactics. People's accuracy is a lot better. People know the ideal ranges for all the weapons. It's a higher level of gameplay, right?
All right. Here we go. Domination in the Alpine Peaks.
So Alpine Peaks is another cold map, which doesn't affect this mech of yours too much because your big weapon is the Gauss rifle, which produces almost no heat. Domination is the one with the yellow circle in the middle.
Okay. I don't know how to keep track of all the different things. The Zs and the Rs and the Ns and the everything.
It's something that takes practice, basically. That's really what it comes down to, is when you play a lot of these kind of games, you learn all of your keyboard commands, you can do that without thinking, and it gets to the point where you're going, okay, something's far away, and you just automatically zoom, and then you zoom out when it's close. Or you even learn how all of the different types of mechs move, so you get very good at predicting how sharp you're going to turn, how long it's going to take to get somewhere, and stuff like that.
Achievement unlocked. Cadet bonus 4.
Yeah, so your first something like 25 matches, you get bonuses to give you some extra money, so that at the end of that, you can basically afford to buy any one mech you want in the game. Now, the thing is, all of these mechs have 3 or 4 different variants, sometimes 5 or 6. You'd buy a single variant of that mech, and then the different variants have different weapons hardpoints, so they can have different loadouts. Some of them have different quirks, which make them better at certain things, or not.
This is Clan Command.
And someone pointed out that the name of the person who killed you last time is Undead Marshmallow.
Weapons online.
Yeah, I noticed that.
All systems.
Just that little extra kick in the junk, right? But think how good it's going to feel when you manage to put a "you were killed by the Inept Gamer" on someone's screen.
You are assuming a whole bunch of things.
Right, so now your left click is your Gauss rifle that you have to charge for half a second, then fire. Yep. Your right click is 2 large pulse lasers. And your little baby thumb button is 3 medium lasers.
What the?
Yep.
Where are you going?
Or the enemy.
Oh. Alright. Go find the enemy!
Some mechs can. The heavier the mech, the less likely you are to have a wide torso twist angle.
That one sprint like a chicken.
Yep. They actually call those mechs chicken walkers because of the shape of the legs. So that one on your right would basically be like a man walker, and then the bent backwards legs are the chicken walkers.
J9.
Hey, there's a red dot over there. What do I do?
Well, you could target it.
Halfway there.
Hey, that's an R?
Target acquired.
And your team is losing sight and requiring... Now, you took a shot, but you were so far out of range that it did no damage. There's stuff way, way out there. Stick with your team, they'll help you get close, and then you can just hopefully shoot stuff for more than 32 points of damage.
Yeah, here, he's slowly climbing up. Oh, him?
You don't have jump jets, and you would need jump jets to do that.
Oh, why is everyone stopping? Buddies are getting shot up.
And missiled. But keep in mind, if you run too fast to try help them, you might get yourself in a very bad situation as well, right?
Hey.
Well, you found the thumb button again. But there's going to be stuff around that corner shortly, so get ready. Remember, you have to charge the Gauss rifle. Now, if you keep walking, you're just going to expose yourself more, so you might want to back off again. Poking is important. So yeah, you can hide behind that hill. I don't think you fired many Gauss rounds yet. Oh, now you've fully exposed yourself again. Missed with your Gauss. You're turning your back to the enemy. Interesting strategy. So you need to turn to... Yeah, there you go. But flailing at the button's not going to help you fire a Gauss rifle. I think from this point, we're just going to choose mechs that don't have Gauss rifles for you. So that time you've done more, I'd wager. Yeah, 94 damage. So you've almost tripled up.
How much damage does a mech have?
So your mech... oh, fun fact. You got killed by being shot in the back again. Your mech, your frontal armor is probably sitting at about 80, 90 points for your center torso. Then the internals are half that again. So, an assault mech could take well over... Some of them could take over 150 points of damage just to the center torso. But if you spread it around a lot, mechs could take, like an assault mech could take 500, 600, 700 damage before it goes down, depending on how well the pilot actually shields himself. So 92 points of damage, all directed at the center torso of a light mech, would kill it. About 32 points of damage, 33 points of damage, I believe, is enough to kill any mech if you hit it in the head. The problem is the head is very small. The head, if you look at where I'm pointing the cursor now, the head is not that whole thing. The head is this little window.
Oh.
So headshots are extremely difficult in this game. Like, if you look at a mech like the Atlas, which is that big, huge man-size thing, the actual head slot is the left eye.
Okay.
So, let's see what this has. Okay, medium pulse lasers, 4... SRM-6 Artemis 3. So this is a short-range mech. You're going to want to get close. It's also an assault mech. We can take a look. So this one has 94 points of armor in the front, and then the internals, so 100 points total, the internals are half. So this mech basically could take about 150 points of damage to the center torso. You can see here 52 armor on the arms, and then you have the internals again. Legs are 68, so mechs can have a fair bit of armor. So this one you're going to want to get very close. 300 meters or so. Now the fun thing is your giant fistful of missiles is going to look like a giant fistful of missiles that you're firing at people. Keep in mind you're going to have to lead the missiles. Now these are short-range missiles, which means you're not locking onto an enemy and firing. They're dumb fire. So you basically point where you want them to go, fire, and hope they go mostly straight.
All right. Right. Now, do you think it's actually wise for me to have a mech where I have to get close?
Depending on the map, this map, you actually have a pretty good chance of getting close if you play right. Remember, you can also use buildings and stuff for cover. So you don't always want to stand in the open. You can also do things like only expose your left arm to shoot weapons from the left arm and then back off again.
Hey, I am ready. Bring all the help that the Inept Gamer can bring. And can I talk?
You type.
I'll just type?
Yep.
Sorry in advance.
Inspiring confidence everywhere you go.
Then how do I salute?
07, small 07.
Oh.
Enter. And of course, dealing with people online, you get all kinds.
Because I'm on an internet chat room, am I supposed to say anything racist?
Command coming in.
I think that's
Please don't.
the rule. So I'd rather not, but I feel like my experience in a lot of these areas, a lot of people say terrible, terrible things all the time.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you should start.
Fair point.
Right, so button 1 is all of your medium pulse lasers. Button 2 is all the missiles.
Okay. Which one's button 1?
The left button.
Okay.
The right button is all the missiles. You might want to give it a try so that you know what to expect. So, like, aim at a building and fire some missiles at the building. Yeah, so most inanimate objects don't have a damage model. Your missiles have a maximum range.
I love that we're in a city.
Yeah. You can use it to get cover, you can hide. Your missiles have a maximum range of 270 meters, at which point they self-destruct. But you can use this to get really close and then basically missile punch people. The medium pulse lasers, so there's a difference between normal lasers and pulse lasers. Now, pulse lasers have shorter range, they do higher damage, and they have a shorter burn time. And a shorter burn time is good because that means you have to hold the laser on the enemy for less time.
spotted.
I have to say this is my favorite looking map.
It's a pretty fun one.
Is
Oh,
that
there's
a
birds
cliff?
in that tree.
Is that a cliff? How do I get out of here? Ah!
So you're walking into a tree. Now you're turning your back to the enemy instead of just backing up and keeping your armored front to them. You've also zoomed in a bunch, which means you can't see as much.
How did I zoom in?
You apparently hit the Z key.
Hey! Oh, shit. Oh, wait. Hey, turning.
Well, you've successfully turned around.
Alright. Tough part's done, then. Hey.
The tunnel.
Tunnel?
Under the mountain.
Boy.
Hopefully towards the enemy, that way.
Hey.
If you look at your mini-map, there's someone close, so you might actually get within missile range.
The enemy has destroyed Alpha.
What does that mean?
They've taken a map objective and your amount of time on the timer's gone down. If you look at the mini-map, there's a bunch of guys off to your left. That's long range out there into the water. You do not want long range with this mech. Even those mechs down there are past your effective range.
Why was that guy just standing over there?
So you're slowly facing square to the enemy.
Warning incoming.
You're now charging all of the enemy. You're now missing them with your weapons. So just so you didn't actually get that kill. And you did 24 damage.
What is awesome? That guy must have been like, what is happening?
Well, you are in a mech that wants to get point blank like that, and the fun thing is, you can actually use enemy mechs as a shield from their friends by face-hugging them. So if you're in an assault mech, you can ram another assault mech and keep him between his friends so they can't shoot you without shooting him.
They were all just like, ah, ah.
I feel that may not have been as effective for your team as you think.
No, I don't think it was effective at all. I'm imagining my opponents, the reactions they were having as this guy just comes charging up out of nowhere and just gets right in their face. For no reason.
Oh.
Ah, so funny.
Alright, so you apparently enjoy close range mechs.
Well, no,
Here.
I died in like a second.
Because you charged the entire enemy team. Close range doesn't mean you necessarily run in like that. You still need to be tactical about it.
Well,
So this one, okay, this one might be more your style.
hey, what's my style, first of all?
So this is an LRM mech. Long-range missiles. That means you get a lock, you stay behind cover, and you fire missiles over hills at things that you're locked on.
Oh,
So you hopefully damage stuff without even having to see them.
nice.
Which means that you hopefully don't face-hug stuff. Now, this mech, the missiles have a minimum range of 180 meters.
Okay.
So if they're closer than that, don't fire because you're generating heat and wasting ammo. You also have
Do
a
I
bunch
have-
of medium lasers for point defenses.
Okay. Was it River City was the last? So
Yeah,
cool.
River City's the one you like. River
Uh.
City is not a good match for missiles, though.
I don't care. It's like we're going to the polar highlands anyways. Oh, no. Come on, River City.
Oh no, you weren't in River City. You were in a different one. Anyway, River City is pretty cool too.
Polar highlands. Escort. Well, damn. Okay. Huh. Arc and tag stacked together for bigger bonus.
So
See,
that's
for all you kids out there, I want you to know that Narc and Tag stack together for better bonuses, which is apparently a thing.
actually that's an important thing for your mech because you're armed with a tag laser.
I don't know what that is.
So holding the tag laser on an enemy mech makes your LRMs lock better and aim more accurately at the center torso of an enemy mech. So I don't know what button you're going to need to push, but there's one button you're going to want to basically hold down so that you leave the tag on people.
What's that?
The tag laser.
What button?
Well, we'll see when it loads up and we can see what your weapon groups are.
Right? All I'm waiting is, as I'm going through this, is for someone to see my name and just be like, what the fuck, not again.
It happens. It definitely happens, and for all you know, they're saying that on TeamSpeak channels that they're using to play with their friends.
That bonus 6, everybody. Which means a thing.
Command coming in.
Reactor
Escort
online.
protect the VIP.
By the way, if you're watching this, I'm trying to convince Joel to do more Twitch streaming on this channel of a lot of the simulators he plays. He plays a lot of flight simulators. I thought it might be interesting for some people.
Yeah, I'll definitely be starting to stream that kind of stuff more, and then you can see somebody that is a little more experienced with video games too. I could also do stuff like play a game like this, show you what a higher skill level play is like.
Time to die for the cause.
So,
Someone just said it's time to die for the cause.
yeah, so your third button, so your thumb button, your tiny one,
Okay.
is your tag laser. So if you hold it,
Center flag, they get
that makes your missiles work better when you point it at an enemy. Now, your right click launches the missiles,
Can't let them get the flag at H9.
and your left click is a bunch of medium lasers that are aimed from your torso.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
So you're not even going to have to be that close. You have a maximum range of 1 kilometer, but keep in mind your missiles have to track the whole time. Enemies can get behind cover from them. But target,
Got lights running
hit R,
around.
Target acquired.
aim at it. Oh, lost that one, so hit R.
New target acquired.
Keep in mind, this early in the you're going to want to keep moving up with your team, because if a light mech gets behind you, you're screwed. So stay with your team, but stay at the back of your team. And you're going to have to probably move faster.
Push for H9 flag, that's good.
Now, when you have a lock, if they're within 1 kilometer, you can fire. I wouldn't fire past probably 700 meters, because it takes too long for the missiles to get there, and they can do a lot of stuff to just break your
New
lock.
target acquired.
So that's 2.2 kilometers away. So you literally have no chance of hitting it.
So far, so good.
And you do have a limited amount of missiles. To put it in perspective, you have 1,270 missiles left.
Target spotted.
But you're also firing 40
New
missiles at a
target
time.
acquired.
We really need to stay with the VIP.
Are these actual people I'm hearing?
Yeah, those are actually people that are saying that. That mech there is going to be your VIP, so that's the mech you have to defend.
We have worms on our side. Take that as a negative.
I won't bother throwing anything up then.
There's a couple of them flanking.
So one of your teammates asked if you had LRMs, which are LRMs, which you do have, but you don't even know how to answer, so, and you don't really know how to use them yet, so better not let them know, because people will do different things to try and spot for LRM mechs. LRM mechs are very much a team play weapon, right? So you can have like a light mech scouting out and getting line of sight on an enemy, or a light mech can even tag them or use narcs, which are a different way of tagging stuff, and that can help the LRM mech fire better from range.
They're all running away.
There's an enemy. You can see him. You can lock him. No. Firing without a lock does nothing with missiles.
Oh,
Target acquired.
Also, you're getting shot and you're running into the enemy. You fired before you had a lock again. And you're running past your teammates with a missile boat, which is very, very bad. You need that? No, you need that to go red.
Enemy UAV above us.
And you'll hear it. That's a lock. Now hold the lock. Keep aiming, keep aiming. Oh, you lost the lock, so those didn't hit. You need to keep it red. So just stop your mech and aim at it. You're behind cover, so you can't get hit. That's good. Your friends are keeping him in sight. Now just keep aiming at it and keep holding that right trigger. So you actually destroyed 2 components of that mech. Somebody else killed him, but it looks like you blew off a leg and an arm just by doing that. So now you see why LRM boats can be so good. Especially at lower tiers where people don't know how to avoid them. That's out of your range. Don't fire.
Is target Delta by himself?
New
So target Delta, if you look off on your right, you should see it. Yeah. Target. Nope. Left. Left. That red dot.
New target acquired.
Aim. Fire.
Target destroyed.
And it died before your missiles got.
Delta down.
Thanks.
Regroup on VIP. What quarter is he in? Fox 11. Roger that.
So you can see that guy, you can target him. Yeah. Hit R. No. R.
Target acquired.
Wait till you have a lock. Hold your tag. Yeah. Now just fire. Fire all the missiles and keep holding that trigger while you have that lock. Stop firing or you're going to overheat. Okay, fire again.
Missile.
Now you might want to start moving because you're standing still and taking a lot of hits. Oh, and you overheated.
I can't move.
You're shut down. You overheated. So these mechs run on fusion reactors, and if you overheat, the mech has... Well, bad things can happen. So the mech shuts down to protect
They're
itself.
almost on him.
So you might want to turn to your right, run toward that ball of teammates, look on the right on the minimap, stay with them, that's where the VIP is. And yeah, now basically you can run and just keep firing missiles.
Pull in on the VIP.
And stop firing, but hold the lock. There you go, component destroyed, you actually took that guy's leg off. Okay, fire again. There you go, let go, let go. You have to keep an eye on that heat gauge. At about 65%, you can fire again. So fire again. Okay, stop. Do it again. Now watch your heat, fire when you're ready. And from this point, there's no enemies that are able to really hit you. You're behind cover, you're actually doing damage. Oh, you got another component. You blew off 2 there. Okay.
At 25%.
Yeah.
Critical. Target destroyed. New
You got a
target
kill.
Acquired.
The Inept Gamer got his first kill.
New target acquired.
Yeah.
New
You might want to
target
move up at this
acquired.
point. Or, yeah, hold that. Okay, now just fire. Now you've only got 70 missiles left, so you've fired over 1,200 missiles
VIP is
already.
taking heavy damage.
Your VIP mech is getting wrecked, so you might want to try and get up there.
New target acquired.
Too far, target something else. Oh, there's something close to your right, very close to your right. Close to your right. Yeah, he was lighting up that guy. It's a little light mech.
Target acquired.
He's got 3 lights on him.
New target acquired.
It's right behind you.
Right behind me.
Yeah.
Back to the VIP.
Stop. Might want to turn around.
Senator's almost gone, guys.
New target acquired.
This is command coming into ground forces. The VIP didn't get to the evac point in time.
So the VIP got killed.
Come home.
We're dead.
Yeah, but now I imagine you might... Well, I don't know actually in this game. Okay, yeah. He lost, but...
I got a kill!
And solo kill means you also did the most damage out of anybody to that enemy that you killed, and damage done! Look at this!
451!
So, apparently the trick is for you to use guided weapons while cowering behind a hill.
That is a beautiful strategy. I love that strategy. It is a lot more thoughtful, less panic-inducing.
I like people that do that because I often play light mechs and I kill them. It's a lot of fun.
Fine.
Alright, so, you want to try that one again?
Yeah. That again. Hopefully I get to play in a city again. That was just a fun, situation.
Cities are very bad for LRM mechs, though, because they can hide behind any building, and...
I don't care.
Okay.
Mining Collective. Love it.
Cities are great for brawling mechs. Brawling is your point-blank, close-range, lots of armor, lots of short-range weapons.
What does Conquest mean?
It's a different game mode. You try and capture points.
Right. Or Mining Collective or Viridian Blag. It's the Viridian Blag.
And we have someone cheering that you got a kill. Your very own kill.
I'm very upset, or very happy about that. Thank you. Okay. I think that I found my space. I think that
I am actually not surprised by this. LRMs are something you see very commonly in the lower tiers. You don't see them as much in higher tiers. That said, they can be super effective if you use them right in higher tiers, but like when I play an LRM mech myself, I'm usually trying to stay at about the 200 to 300 meter range and then just pumping them full of missiles from close. That way you can guarantee a better lock. Right now, basically the way that you're doing this, you rely on teammates to maintain locks for. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I mean, the game is meant for team play, right? So that's actually a very good thing. And it keeps you out of danger.
I'm gonna just go ahead and suggest you need to invest in a new keyboard.
Shift key again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shift key keeps coming out.
Yeah, I've grown attached to this keyboard. I've had it for a long, long time, and it was very expensive when I bought it.
Yeah, I can tell that you've had it.
It's pretty gross, isn't it?
Capture and hold the resource points. Stop any hostiles that get in your way.
Alright, so
Online.
we are doing Conquest. Oh, I didn't read the victory
All systems
condition.
nominal.
Basically, there's 5 capture points. You have to stand on them for a while to capture. It's kind of like the domination mode in Unreal Tournament. Except you don't instantly capture points. So people in your team have to get to them, stand on them, and then when you have it, the enemy, or you start gaining points.
Ahead of everyone.
You're not. You're on the side. Now you're going more on the side, away. You might want to ball up with your teammates, because alone you are very, very lightly armed.
They have resource point Gamma.
You might want to go
Epsilon.
left.
Enemy cap. What does that mean?
The enemy is capturing a point.
Ah, they can't just say capture?
No, cap is shorter.
Enemy control.
They said in progress.
Captured resource point Sigma.
You prefer in prog?
Well, it would make more rational sense compared to...
So, cap is usually a term used in, like, every game ever.
Are they coming my way?
Because now you're walking out of bounds into a weird corner of the map, and they want to face the enemy.
Oh, X. E. Ha! Thought you could trick me, did you? X again. Target spotted. Okay, wait.
Target acquired.
Way too far.
Target spotted.
R.
New target acquired.
Hey. Oh, I can't. Avia. R.
New target acquired.
Oh. R.
Probably behind stuff. If you watch your missiles, they're going up and they're hitting that tower. If you don't see your aimer turn red, that means you're not hitting. So at that point, you're wasting missiles because he's behind it.
New target acquired.
That guy is sniping.
New target acquired.
And you've overheated and shut down, which also means you've lost your lock. You can hear your mech hissing when you're high heat. Now that little guy on your left there is actually getting closer. Most of your missiles are hitting that tower in front of you. You're also firing without maintaining your locks.
Right. I think I have to... Ah!
There's a little guy right in front of you beating on a friend while you get sniped. So you're firing without locks, generating heat and wasting ammo.
New target acquired.
You're firing before you have locks.
Critical.
You're producing a lot of heat by firing lasers from way out of range.
Incoming missile.
You might want to just go to the left and get under cover and help those guys with your lasers. You're not going to hit that little guy there.
50% of their resources.
Yeah.
Capture resource points from them to stop the
No, you're not going to hit him with missiles. He's too close for missiles. He's also dead now. Remember, missiles have 180 meter minimum range.
Okay.
So if it's within 180 meters, you got to use your lasers. Like that guy there, you could use your lasers.
Right torso.
No! Do things!
LRM destroyed. Heatsink destroyed.
Ooh, you get to fight a light mech up close.
Right torso destroyed. Right arm destroyed.
I'm trying to...
Medium laser
Oh,
destroyed.
that's another light mech.
Ah, walls!
Right torso.
Why are they always walls?
You have no weapons left. They've all been destroyed.
Charge!
This is actually pretty it. That's an epic way to go. I'll give you that. Well done. And you did a whole 28 damage that round.
Okay, so that wasn't my finest hour.
Nope.
Alright, I'm willing to play maybe one more time, and then we'll call it an end.
Okay, I am going to choose your mech.
Okay? And in this particular one, I'm going to try to die in the most epic way possible.
So I'm going to be picking a very light, fast mech.
So you want me to die very quickly?
No, I want you to stay with your team and support them until you run out and die quickly. So this has a bunch of SRMs. These are short-range missiles, like the ones you had in your fist. You have almost no armor, but you are ridiculously fast, and I believe you have jump jets.
Awesome. Let's fly and run at things.
Yes, you have one jump jet, so you're not going to jump
Alright.
very well. But the whole thing with this mech is you are going to need to stay moving, because the second you slow down, you're going to die.
Okay. But, I mean, like, to be clear, you're gonna die, right? Like,
Oh, absolutely, yes.
yeah. Crimson Straight, Skirmish. I know that they're gonna choose the freaking Look, Viridian Blogs get.
Every time?
Frog!
Oh, this is a fun map, actually. I quite enjoy this one.
It looks pretty.
Yeah, it's a bog.
Okay. The amount of time it takes to get up. No, so there's no storyline mode. There's no, like...
Not in this one. This one is
you
purely
just
online.
gotta go online and do this.
Now, the company that made this is making a single-player Mechwarrior game right now that is going to be storyline-driven. It's going to be, like, you're the head of a
Is
mercenary
that what
company.
this is called? Mechwarrior?
Well, this is Mechwarrior Online, yeah. But they're making... I think it's Mechwarrior 5, basically. But they're making it so I think you're going to be the head of, like, a mercenary company, so you're going to be concerned with salvage rights and paying your pilots and things like that, I think. But it is going to be a single-player game, so it's going to be designed around a story mode and all that. This one doesn't have story. This is basically an online game. Hence the term Mechwarrior Online.
Yeah. Huh.
Most of the previous Mechwarrior games have all been very story-driven, and they're actually quite a lot of fun.
Command
we go.
all warriors on the surface. Your task is
You're going to notice right away this thing is a lot more twitchy and a lot more maneuverable.
Weapons online.
Okay.
All systems nominal.
Friggin' tree. Get in my way. Being all leafy and green.
Okay, start running as fast as you can and go get to your other teammates.
Okay.
Just so you get a feel for how fast this mech actually is.
You're gonna just die.
Basic.
Yeah, so you rely on maneuverability to not get killed.
Guys in Charlie 7, like, doing over there.
Outran all my...
Yeah, you're not going to want to be the first mech out. You might want to stay back, kind of wait until the enemy's engaged, then you run up behind them and shoot them in the back with missiles.
Oh, buddy. Hey! Signal lights!
They drive like they're in Alberta.
Let's move up to Echo 6, Echo 5, and take that high ground.
Eyes on enemy, anyone?
If you're in a light mech, you can scout them out real quick.
Asked me to go scouting. They don't know what they're asking.
No, you don't know what
Hey,
they're
look
asking.
at this!
Echo 5.
It's a carcass of a giant insect.
That's awesome. How many bugs in... I have windshield.
No.
Now, this armor here, what is it called again, Joel?
What armor? What do you mean?
The armor on the bug.
Oh, chitin.
Right. And what are the joints that make up the legs on that thing called?
I have no idea.
Uh-huh. Hey! We have enemy, they're shooting at somebody.
You might want to start moving fast, because
All
you're
right,
going to
let's
die
do
if you
it.
stand still.
Woohoo!
Here comes your moment, Quinn. Try to not miss with all of your weapons.
Remember, try not to block each other.
Oh, you hit him! You hit him again! So you stopped moving because you rammed him.
Yeah!
Turn away! Turn away and run! That was painful. But you did 82 damage. Well done. So, fun fact, if you don't ram him in a mech like that and you run behind him, he can't turn fast enough to keep up with you, and you can keep shooting him in the back instead of standing there while his team will shoot you off of his face.
Oh, so good. I just imagine
Target
the
destroyed.
what he's reacting. What? Why?
Yeah, it makes no sense what you did, but it is funny.
All right.
So, what were your thoughts on this?
I could really get into this game. I think that with the amount of practice and stuff that you would need and stuff, there's a lot there to like. I mean, who doesn't love giant fighting robots to begin with? As with most games, the complexity of the game is steep learning curve for me, but I really enjoy it. I wish there was some kind of a story mode. That way, if I screwed up, I wouldn't feel like I'm letting all the people I'm playing down.
Fair. Now, just a plug for the game. This game is actually free to play if anybody wants to try it, and unlike a lot of free-to-play games, it's really not pay to win. So if you want to check it out, just go to mwomercs.com. It's called Mechwarrior Online, and you could get it. All of these trial mechs you can play completely free. You earn C-bills, which is the in-game currency playing them, and then eventually you'll have enough to buy whatever mechs you want. And then at that point you can customize it, so there's a lot more to the game when you start customizing. But yeah, it's quite a fun game. Giant stompy robots, you can't go wrong, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Anyways, this is High Level Games, the Inept Gamer. We're probably signing off until the new year just because of Christmas and stuff, but we will get up on the Facebook page. We usually try to put up an event that lets you know when the next recording of the Inept Gamer is going up. So get on Facebook and follow us. We also talk about this stuff on HLG_corporate on Twitter. We have a YouTube channel it's called High Level Games, super easy to find. And of course, we have our blog site, which is active 5 days a week with new content and all kinds of stuff at highlevelgames.ca. Go check us out, and any kind of comments you have, just let us know. All right, that's it.